we're recording this webcast, how to use pattern search engine, version 2. My name is Sergey Savastyuk, and I will discuss in details the instructions and the theory behind that. Okay, so our motto in the company is for people who are trying to trade, try to become as robotic as possible when trading. So that's the reason we develop our algorithm for you to follow. So here is a kind of agenda for today. I've been thinking whether or not I should give a little bit of a theory first and then demo second, but today I decided to give you demo first, and then the theory behind is going to be following, and then I will tell you how we managed to create second version of our pattern search engine. I will also briefly tell you about our real-time patterns, and also will tell you how we created our AI robots and what are the best sequence of using our AI screener with the pattern search engine and real-time patterns. Okay, so let's go right to the demo. Okay, so you go here, AI trading, and we have a few engines, and these are the column. We go to AI pattern search engine. Okay, so we open that page, and then we get to the page with advanced search. Okay, here are main elements. What stocks you want to have covered by our search engine. Okay, so in order to identify this set of stocks, you go here. Okay, so as you can see, these are the categories. You can deselect and then select only, let's say, consumer durables or biotechnology, safe, and then our pattern search engine is going to be searching only in these two categories. If I click here, it's all, right? And you can also have a very special list, your own list, where we are going to be searching for any patterns. You click save, and then you got to go. For this reason, you see it's all, and then add to remove, you can always edit, okay? You see the difference is that between stocks and penny stocks, if you want to search only in penny stocks, you're going to click here. If you want to search only in ETFs, Forex or cryptos, or on everything, you just have to click a particular boxes, okay? If you want to add penny stocks, you click here. If you don't want penny stocks, we're going to exclude them, okay? So the next features are confidence. Confidence, it is when the algorithm tells you how confident this pattern is going to reach target profit. Okay, I will show you the examples, okay? Then this is a profit target. Here is any, pretty much from 0 to 100%. And this is additional features actually our users ask us to put. You can say the price range, market cap, volume, okay? And then here, what kind of patterns we're gonna find in these stocks with this minimum confidence level, okay? So you edit, you look, and you see, I checked all possible patterns which are known in theory, and then save, and this bullish pattern, bearish pattern emerge, and then confirm, okay? So now let me dig into a particular pattern, which is going to help you to understand the terminology between emerge, confirm, confidence level, profit target, and now we're going to look at the example, okay? So now let's look at the very, very well-known cup and handle pattern, okay? So what happens here, this is a fight between the bulls and bears, and then we have, you see, 5 points, which should really be presented in a pattern, and what our software does, it does the pattern recognition and defines this type of patterns. They can have, you see, different heights, depths, and we find everything, and that gives us an opportunity to find the target price, okay? I've seen a lot of claims that these patterns don't make sense. They may not have any sense if people don't do the backtesting. The difference between our software and any other is that we do a lot of backtesting. So the question is, how many patterns we can find and whether or not they work in the past. So here we first present the results, okay? And yeah, let me add emerged versus confirmed, okay? So emerged, it means we're at the point number 4, you see stocks goes down, up, and then this is a cap, this is a handle. And if it hits number 4 and starts moving towards a breakout point, then on this distance, it's emerging. When it crosses the breakout line, then it becomes confirmed, okay? So you can look at our statistic, and that statistic been created by backtesting, okay? So let's say I want to find the confidence level 60% or more, distance to target 5%, so that's a profit. So that means we found 4,326 patterns, and the 68% reached the target price. So that means if it was at this point breakout, you enter here, you buy, and then you sell right here, not more, okay? And if we say, okay, if we want to find the patterns with confidence 7, then 75% reach the target price. But obviously, there are fewer of them, okay? Emerged, you can guess, should be a different number, okay? Because this is a different types of patterns, okay? So, what it means confidence level gives us confidence, target price, it's a potential profit, and then we know the patterns which we are looking for, okay? Going back to advanced search, and then what we see is the results, okay? So that means for the confidence, at least 43, I can, let's say, make 49, okay? Now it's going to recalculate, and we see the first one is a cup and handle inverse for Micron technology. I click here, and here's a full presentation. So it's a Micron technology. If you want to learn more about Micron, you click here. You can do the paper trade. You can add to the portfolio. You can see it is a cap and handle inverse, which means this is a cap, and this is a handle, and this is a breakout. So what we see, the confidence level is a 54%. Distance to target, 4%. That means if you sell short right here, or you buy put, then you're going to be able to make like 4% during a reasonable amount of time, okay? So that's a chart. You see the software identify cap and handle, and that's the result, okay? So what's the difference between this software and others? As I said, backtesting. So we here see the results of a backtesting, which are not perfect, but that's okay. It's in the range of 46%. So that means for Micron at cap and handle inverse, very specific, 26 patterns were identified in the past, 46% of them reached the target price, okay? So now let's look whether or not Micron is a good candidate for the pattern search recognition. And it turns out it is still kind of 50-50. That means Micron may be not a good thing, okay? And then here for cap and handle, for the confidence level 20% everywhere. Okay, let me see if we can change that. Let's say 50%. Okay, bam. You see, it's immediately goes up, and that's where we are. Oh, but we have. Let me do 0. Okay, but well, this is the correct setup actually for looking at the back-tested statistic. So our confidence greater than 50, distance to target not greater than 5, and between 0 and 5, so that means I have to put here 0. So 11 patterns been identified for micro and a cup and handle inverse. 73% reach the target price. It's not necessarily 4, but that's a really good result, okay? So now let's look exactly the same way. So we're going to take 50, okay, and the target price 0. And you see 69% of 124 patterns reach the target price if we look at the patterns of microns, okay? If you think you're going to find this type of results in any other software, you're going to be mistaken because nobody going to do this amount of back testing, okay? Now, let's say cup and handle for all tickers, okay? Let's see, for all tickers, we already look at that data. We'll look 50, and let's look at this one. And 63% reach the target price, which is not a bad result, okay? Which is better than 50-50. But this one, I would say this one is very encouraging, okay, for micron and this particular pattern, okay? So what you see here, you see this result, and you can look at the statistical historical results, which we did in a form of a back testing, okay? So now let's look what we have here on the left. So we looked at the advanced search. You understood how to do that. Then let's assume you like that setup, okay? You like that setup. And I made here market cap between 10 and 200 billion, volume any. If I want to change the volume or price range, I can change it here. Everything is the same. Now I want to get alerts, okay? I'm clicking here. And now I have alerts. So if you want to get emails and push notifications, then you actually get absolutely the same setup. Here, market cap is this one, volume is any. This, we're going to make it 49% the same. This the same. We exclude it. Start. Boom. As soon as you click start, then next day, you're going to start receiving emails and push notifications, okay? And as the same setup, all, if you want to do customize, you do customize, okay? So then you're going to, this is the previous results, and then that's what you're going to get, okay? What you can do with every pattern, you can bookmark and follow this pattern and see how it works for you, okay? So here you can investigate the statistics and back test results of any pattern we've been identifying, okay? You can see here all bookmark patterns. Then what is the simplified search? It is a really nice feature which we added to the version 2 where you can have presets. So you click here, you have all kinds of presets. This is a home watch list. This is the home, you see, home. And I have a watch list of stocks I'm kind of watching. I have ability to get signals, and I'm getting all kinds of alerts by clicking here. I get alert on strong buy, strong sell. I can get alert on moving average, on earnings report, saves and stars. So this is a home watch list. And then I'm getting this type of setup of finding all my patterns in the simplified search. And this is the list, okay? Now, if you want to find patterns in Dow Jones, click here, and then all the list gives you the patterns for the Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ, Russell 2000, and most popular ETFs right here. Click, and then you get very interesting results. So you see, we covered all places here. If you need more instruction, here is the video. If you need a manual, this is a help, okay? Now, so we created that tension, and then people started asking us how you guys use it, okay? And I will tell you in this section how to use it. I typically use it in a conjunction with a screener. So for instance, I go to the screener, I click it here, then I will get a scorecard tab where I can, out of 4,400, select all, let's say, strong buys. Okay, apply filter. Then I will take market cap, kind of like this range between 10 billion and 200 billion, apply filter. Actually, I can view that filter. I can transfer that filter. I can send that filter to you and can reuse it. You see, green means it was a strong buy a few days ago and it making profit. You see, out of 10, I have profit actually pretty much on all of them, which is actually a really good result. Okay, so now why I'm showing that is because I have pre-selected strong buys. Now the question, can I find the patterns in each of them and kind of more detailed additional entries? And I click here. Now this field is activated, and I'm going to copy these two pattern search engine. Okay, so with one click or 2 clicks maximum, you get this to the simplified search. And this is the list which was transferred. Make sure you kind of set up your confidence level you want, okay? And now you have these patterns for the really good stocks you just picked up, okay? So that ends the technical part of my presentation. And you can use it starting from screener, transferring, finding the patterns, and it's going to work. Similar approach, but I'm going to give another lecture, maybe another webcast on the pattern search engine in the real time, okay? That gives a real time based on the minutes, okay? So that was daily information. So for instance, I can go do the same. Okay, so here I selected 20. Now I'm gonna move real-time patterns, stocks, and ETFs, and move it right here. Okay, so in the PSE, it's end of day information. In the RTP, real-time patterns, it is the minute by minute. So these are the candles. It's a candle, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, bullish, bearish, and that's what we give. This is a list, the same list I transferred to PSE. Now with the same clicks, I transferred it to the real-time patterns, okay? So now I can look at the patterns which being selected, okay? So that means step one, you search in the screener, transfer it, and then use as a opportunity to look for the patterns, okay? That's, again, concludes the section how to use it. And now I will give you the brief theory of how to create this type of engine, how we created this type of engine, and for you to really learn more and understand deeper of what is behind the demo tool, which is only tip of the iceberg, okay? So I will tell you what means create a trading plan. I will tell you what we mean by odds of trading success. And I will tell you what's the difference between version 1 and version 2. I already showed you a little about RTP, and then I will tell you a little bit about our robots, about AI screener, which moves it here, I actually already mentioned, okay? Now let's move on and then try to finish it within 10 minutes. So what is the plan? Plan is you kind of the thinking, you can have a trend continued. For that reason, we have a trend prediction engine, okay? Then some people like to buy on the dip. That's kind of a pattern. This is a breakout. It also relates to pattern. This is a trend reversal. And then most people like to find trend reversal and fail. That's where people lose most of the money, okay? And the same thing is here. This is a trend continued, buying on a reverse dip, breakout, and then that kind of the basic what you have to be thinking when you buy or sell stock, okay? So let's kind of keep it in mind and now move on. I will be briefly. There are tons of medical patterns from ECG, let's say arrhythmia. This is a normal ECG. This is with arrhythmia, okay? There are patterns in the self-driving cars. That's how AI recognizes the driving, okay? So that means if we have enough of a capabilities to identify the patterns, then we can use it in trading, okay? So what is a breakout? Breakout, as I said, it is when it crosses a particular line and we believe it's going to go up or down. So this is a terminology. So what we did, we created pattern recognition software which finds the pattern. You see, this is head and shoulders, okay? This is a head, there's a couple of shoulders. But what is important, this is also head and shoulders. We have to identify that one. This is also head and shoulders. We have to identify that one, okay? So these are the inverse, and this is also head and shoulders where it is bullish, right? So when it breaks through that line, then it is a target price, you see? And we have to find all of these type of scenarios. For that reason, we have AI which goes and finds these patterns, okay? So next step, when we find the pattern, we go back and do the back testing. So what back testing means? It means it's like if this is a trade idea, so we'll go back and say, oh, okay, there was a 1 month ago, the similar setup, success, the same success, fail, success. So that means 3 out of 4, 75% success. So we do it, let's say, 4 years. And that's how we present the odds of success. And what are the likelihood that it's gonna happen, right? Okay. So then we do and analyze all patterns separately on different dimensions, okay? So on the depth, on the width, and then we predict this, and they do a lot of back testing, present the results. You've seen that in the demo already, and we do on these patterns, okay? So that was the version 1 of the pattern search engine, okay? Then we started observing that they are not pretty much the same. So if I find this type of pattern in one market condition, then it's not necessarily going to work out in another, right? So that's how we started thinking about analyzing the market condition. And that's where the version 2 comes out, which is adjusting our confidence level based on the additional information. And here is the thing, okay? So let's say case 1. For PSE version 1, we only identify pattern. But then we will say, okay, what if the stock before that had a long downturn and let's say short upturn, right? And then went to the pattern. Okay, then we take the same pattern, it's a flag, right? So we say, what if we went long kind of up and then a little bit of a down, and then again the same pattern, case 2. And then you can have all kinds of cases like that. So you see this one up and a little bit up, and a case 3. So you can have or you can have hundreds of these type of cases. In the same pattern, right? So what we did in the version 2, we ran the back testing of all these cases. Then we found out that the same pattern with this setup is not equal to this setup. And then we corrected odds of success. So that means right now in the PSE, you already have updated odds of success, which now incorporating back testing of this type of setups and this type of cases. So let's look at another one. Like, let's say I have this one, cup and handle, right? So again, the same way gets to the pattern. This way gets to the pattern. And we again run all the M cases, then they did back testing and corrected odds of success, which helps you to know more about the chances of winning in these trading opportunities, okay? So now, when we created the screener, we created pattern search engine version 1 and version 2. And then people started asking us, okay, then show us how you trading, okay? For that reason, we created robots, okay? For that reason, we automated all records which we automatically enter the trade, automatically exit the trade, and then if you subscribe to a robot, then you can get pattern search engine and the screener for free, okay? So I'll show you how to do that. Let me log out for the better pricing, okay? So log out, and I will go to the pricing page, okay? And then let's assume I'm selecting intermediate one with one robot. There is some buy sell daily signals that is included for free. And this is a one robot, okay? What you have is $80 per month as a credit, which allows you to select additional tools. Here I selected, it was pre-selected actually, pattern search engine, what I just described, then trend prediction engine. So when you don't have a pattern, you have just trend, it is a similar tool. I will talk about the next webcast. And screener, okay? So when you add this, it's $80, and you pay the same 90 for the robot, and then you pay the same amount. But if you have a sale, if we have a sale, then you have even a better deal. So you can select, you agree, and boom. So if you annually, it's 50% off right now because it is Independence Day sales. And then you can get additional tools, and then you can subscribe annually. If you want a monthly, then it's $90 per month. Okay, so you see, I did well. Within 30 minutes, I covered everything, and then hopefully it helps you to find out what's going on and what is the difference. If you have to have additional information, go to Academy. You can sign up for one-on-one. You can sign up for educational courses. You can view webcasts, which you've signed up. You can look for a lot of videos, blogs, and additional educational articles, okay? You can also use Twitter. You can use stock tweets to really follow us on these opportunities. We also have a mobile app where you can receive notifications, and I hopefully covered everything. And then I'm going to finish my presentation, and good luck. Thank you, and bye-bye.